I'm not gonna.
Yeah, camera is not working. Yeah, so blueprint, the way I try to explain it, because even if you look up online definition, there's not really a definition for it. Anytime there's blueprint, it's like for a building. So before you build a building, you have some kind of a plan how you're going to do it. So when someone says like, what is your blueprint of your life? They would say like, well, I'm going to graduate my high school, going to go to university, going to get married, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, and I usually call it a system. What is the system we follow and being pushed by society?
Can I answer it before I lose it?
Go for it.
No, I'm just very tunnel vision.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know what the goal is, and every day I wake up trying to get towards that goal.
Sick.
Yeah.
I love it.
And it's, so I just wanted to be a dancer, so I would be, but saying that, it's all very physical, and it's all about the skill for me. Whereas other people, social, like networking is really important. I do realize like I need to up my game in that sort of respect, like now. And, you know, other things come into play like social media, you need to up your game there. But my 100% most of the time focus is up in my skill level. So when I danced my whole life. I went to a ballet contemporary dance school. I then went into the hip hop scene. I went to every hip hop class. I went to every underground battle. I went to camps around the world. Like I go full force. And then like when it came to stunts, I know that the best people have been training thousands and millions of hours, and in my head I'm like, I need to catch up to those millions of hours. So I'm just go as if I'm a athlete for that particular sport, and I just go at it like I just want to be the best.
Tunnel vision, I like that. It's like horses with the clappers as well, right? Yeah, well they put those things on the side. Is it called clappers?
I don't know actually.
So what are those things when they just like, it's kind of tunnel vision, some concept. So the things around don't distract them. They just go straight forward.
Exactly. And you just do you, and you just have fun, and you're nice to people while you do it, and then you're there.
Yeah. Anything else? Because probably people usually would say, what do you do when you don't feel motivated? Do you have any things what motivates you?
Do you know what? This is the only thing that, like, recently, this year, I felt a little bit like dry season. And I've never felt that. So, and I'm 29. So I think that, like, I've always been like, today is a new day. I feel great. Like, I've always just felt so positive, so motivated. But I think because of the whole COVID, I don't know if I haven't had like my performance hit sort of thing, but yeah, it just became too same. And I think since now having a motorbike, since now getting paid more per hour, I don't work as many hours, I don't travel as many hours, like I'm not on the go for 18 hours a day. I have a lot of more downtime. But because even the training, it's more efficient, it's harder. So I can't go for 3 hours and one session, 2 hours, another session, 2 hours. I go for 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Do you know what I mean? So
and be more efficient. You still like kind of keep on ticking those boxes, but just being more concise.
But I'm getting pushed harder by I'm always leveling up with coaches. I'm getting pushed harder. My body's getting pushed. My mental's getting pushed. I can't, because you become more advanced, the training gets more advanced and it gets more harder. So I can't do it as much. You know, like if it was like, my analogy, I don't know how if this even makes sense, but like you could keep eating mild food like the whole day, but you can't keep eating really spicy, hot, fiery food.
That's a good one.
Do you know what I mean?
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where that just came from, but you'd maybe eat a little meal and then you'd have to wait for your mouth to be okay, and then you'd go again. So I feel like this year I've had a lot more of a time, and at the beginning I filled it with doing a lot of online stuff, getting my website together. Like I filled it like that, doing online programs, but that's not really, like I couldn't really keep it up. I was like going again 1,000 miles an hour. So yeah, now I have more reflective time, I guess, maybe more downtime. I just find myself on the sofa. Questions. How do I stay inspired? This is how I do it. I always book in. I just schedule in my day. I schedule in coaches. I just book it, and then I have to turn up. There's just like no question. That's always how I've run my life. Like,
I think that's one of the really good motivations. I told you earlier that I start doing 7 o'clock, 7
once
a.m.
you have that
the BJJ,
schedule.
what I do, and also like obviously I pay for it,
Yeah.
right? And if you turn late, they don't even let you in.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect motivation.
discipline.
Yeah, if I would have, I can go to gymnastics anytime between 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock. I always going to be 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you were always late.
Yeah, because I'm going to come up with all that stuff. Well, yeah, back then it was 3 hours and you're like, I can do this.
No, I was there at 10 a.m. every morning going crazy. 2-1.
See, we're not similar.
We're not.
Yeah, you are so much better.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
the best.
I'm trying. I'm not.